So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, comrades. We are ready for the quarterfinals. Rohbrot versus the Inquisitor. We like to call him ErwTann. That's how we see his name. I think that's his real name. But we have Ottomans on the color red on the southern side of the map. Ottomans, Giuseppe Semsi. On the northern side of the map, we do have the Inquisitor playing as the Portuguese on the color blue. This is the map. I forgot the name of the map. That's Manchuria. We have a water here. We do have a couple of whales, so that could be quite good for ports. We do have the safe TP line. I think they'll be able to get one TP. You can see it on this yellow circle here. So you're gonna have one trading post per player. We also have the Shaolin Temple here, and in the other side we got the Angry Shine. And with me we got as a co-caster we have Too Easy. Welcome, Too Easy.
Hello, everybody.
Jorge Rodriguez. Yeah, you can do the prediction, Pratush, if you don't mind. That'd be useful. And we're gonna have Peekaboo joining us later as a co-caster as well. Hopefully, let's see. He's playing his Dota game right now, my disciple. And there we go. We have a deck for us, the Revolt deck with the sheep, with schooners. So you might see some water play. We got some little bombards might be coming up. Maybe some dragoon order might be coming into play. We do have the 16 crates in H4, a couple of upgrades there, even having advanced arsenal. However, the Ottomans is always a surprise to see Ottomans in a Revolt tournament because they're kind of underwhelming, but they do have some very strong push because of these little babies here, the great bombards. Also, the Spahi spam could be quite a thing. So you might be seeing some Spahi play possibly with the bombards, and maybe ports might go for dragoons, you know. Let's see, maybe gonna go with some Brazil Revolt. We do have schooners as well. We do not have the card that transform all your food into wood. That could be quite a good play here for water. We have whales. That's the rendering plant. You have the most construction with the church card, the two factories, and a couple of Spahi shipments, and all the trivial stuff that we know. And he's opening up with the schooner shipment. What do you think about this, Easy? Huh?
That just indicates that he's going to want to go and boom on the water. He's got 15 minutes before the action happens, so he's definitely going to want to build on that economy. Let's see. It's really interesting. Ottoman went for 3 villagers first, and for me it's showing that Portugal is going for 7 sheep plus 1 homestead wagon. That's actually an interesting choice. Thought he would want to go in water first, but seems like he wants to build.
And he's placing like the dock right into this kind of corner of the map, so he probably wants to place a second dock here on the side and really go heavy on water.
Way ahead. You're way ahead of me.
Let's see if he's gonna go for that. Also, the explorers here, they cannot fight each other, but Jorge Rodriguez is just waiting to snatch that 75-foot treasure. Let's see what this guy, he sees it. They cannot fight each other, and Inquisitor takes it home. That's a very good investment, especially, but he's not going for a 10-10 like we have seen before, like even Julian doing before. He's actually going for a 14-20 here. We do have our villager now, probably, unfortunately for him, he might be able to have only a single dock before the time. So that's very unfortunate for ports here. Oh, no, I lie. Actually, you can create docks outside the circle. I just remember that particular niche treaty exception. Actually, you can actually build docks outside the circle. And we have shipped schooners as well. You got another shipment now. We do not have any upgrades, but we have also a livestock pen. There's a lot of cattle. He got 80 ox here easy. That's quite a lot of cows that he got from the map. That's gonna really help his boom here. Very nice.
Let's see where he's going to place his second town center. He wants to place it at the very edge. Looks like he wants to secure that next hunt.
And maybe like a triangulation here with the TP protection at some point. They might want to go for that TP as well. Get that upgraded. It's a good place to protect your TPs, and I think it's gonna be a good map that you might want to upgrade this at some point before you revolt, and you get the second TP as well. Just after you revolt, I think that's going to be a very good investment. Like, because sometimes you revolt, you don't have any resources from behind, and having the both TP lines plus water, you're gonna have a great economy. There we go, both docks. That's the third,
Yeah, Portugal's
boat.
already on 19 vills, 24 vills for Ottoman, and he's getting his fish upgrade as well. Both of them are just economically booming on this map right now. Both on the 1 TP. Both are trying to secure treasures, so very close game.
Look at this, he's going
Score-wise as
for
well.
rendering plant after 700 wood, and actually he's going for long lines. I already sent the first upgrade, I think is the gill nets. So he's now he's going for a long line, so it's gonna really boost his economy on water. He's really growing greedy on water, and against the Portuguese, it's quite a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, but we do have great revolts as well that get ironclads and stuff like that. So you're really gonna have a nice water fight. If you go invest so heavily on water, you're gonna have to defend water. Because if you actually manage to secure 4 whales, it's quite it can be quite decisive when you actually go and take all the water control. There we go.
We can see now if Ottoman's going for 4 docks. He is heavily invested on the water.
Wow, that's
He's
a
gonna
lot.
want to. He's just pumping out the fishing boats, really focusing on his
And
economy.
look at this, he's securing the whale. That's pretty huge, and the other whale is already secured by ErwTann, and that's good because now he has control of 3 whales, and unless you're gonna send something 15 minutes of ahead of time, once the fish exhausts, all is gonna be left on the water is the whale, and he already has control until the end of the treaty time. That's pretty huge for him. Now we got the first market upgrade. You gotta send in the church card. He's still in H2. They're both going very heavy on water. However, Port's actually ahead on time. Aging up with the Exile Prince. The fast age up. Consuming all those yaks though. I don't know if...
He didn't want to wait a little bit longer to get the maximum value. Just wants to boom more.
Yeah, they are. Look, they're quite fattened already. Like they're probably have all the... he doesn't have selective breeding. So they're not fattening as fast as they could have. He doesn't even have like gill nets. He's not going heavy on water. Sports, which is surprising in comparison to Rohbrot, that is super invested in water. He already has 28 boats in this very small pond here. This is not a very big water to go so heavy on water like this. Let's see how that is going to turn out to be.
Portugal's already aged up. He's placing his TC in a safe place, and booming. Good old Portugal.
There, that's it. He's on 40 villages in comparison to 48 villages of the Ottomans. He still has not sent the 25 upgrade yet because he's still on 20 villagers. He has not sent 5 bills either. I mean, he already invested on the palace intrigue as well of the church, so that is already out of the question. So it doesn't even have many villagers on food, which is doesn't have to because I have so much people here. Some of these boats are actually gathering all the food for him. However, he did lose the placement of the mine here. Maybe ErwTann told him it because there's a small rule when it comes to the villages should be on your side of the map. So maybe he told him, hey, listen, you should not have your boats on my side, and he probably left, which is fair. Once the treaty ends, then it's a fair game. Yeah, it's a half map rule. It is a half map rule, yeah, but it's a good point. I think he probably told him off, and then he moved. So good fair play there. Very nice.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. In the time that he was there on the mine, it doesn't really affect anybody because it's an infinite coin resource anyway, so it didn't affect Inquisitor anyway. So we move on. There we go. Going age 4 with the Tycoon. It's gonna give him 1,000 coin. And he's on 22 village, but he's finally building his second town center. There's no more investment on water. We are getting close to 4 minutes, 5 minutes until the treaty ends. Okay, any remarks here?
Scores are really close. Let's see, we have 48 villagers for Portugal right now, compared to how many is Rohbrot up right
They
now?
are equal amount of villagers at
Ooh,
this point.
so it's
Interesting.
neck and neck.
Neck and
Both
neck.
are aging up.
And look at the score. They're so close together. They're really neck and neck here. But he's probably gonna have like a better score since he reached age 4 first. He's gonna place that down center and his score is gonna boom up a little bit. We still have the lock
Oh,
stock pen. There's a couple sheep here on the floor. The 900 food here. That's 800. That's pretty nice.
he is sending his first factory as well, right before the 11 minutes. So that's going to come in and boost his economy even more.
Okay, Otto is also aging up with the Tycoon, getting cavalry couriers. Oh, sorry. Cavalry couriers, yes. So there we go. We got the first arsenal upgrade here for brought 1,000 coins on the floor. He has look at his food production. Look at how insane that number is. That's really, really crazy. But also on this other side as well, like these guys are collecting a lot of coin. He's probably gonna get now mercantilism. I assume he has another shipment. I think we're gonna be seeing the second factory come popping in. He put that on coin, and very, very quickly going into mass productions of heavy cannons. Second factory is up. Still not sending mercantilism. And yeah, he can wait. He still has to wait for the second factory. Anyway, Ottomans already sent his mercantilism. Already going for the 2 factories, so he needs to get 150 resources for the 3 bombards. That's a lot of food here for the extra Spahi. And I don't know if he actually gonna have resources enough to get the Nizam, or even the Nizam is even worth it going for it. Look at this factory, Easy. What do you think about it? That's crazy. So
that screams to me that he's going to want to switch to his bombards on that factory so he can just consistently pump them out. Especially with those spa heave, they're going to be well protected. It's going to be hard to push. So it looks like Ottoman's going to want to just go head first right into Portugal the moment the time the treaty mode is over.
yeah, so you're gonna be very aggressive onto the Ottoman side, which could be something like, imagine if you go something like Barbary Revolt. I don't know if he's gonna go for
Both
that.
factories right at the edge, and he's got 2 TCs right at the edge. So he's going to want to be sending all of his shipments to those TCs. And it just looks like water has pretty much dried up.
Yeah.
Other than the whales, there's just a few fishing spots left, but it's almost cleared out.
Yeah, but if you look at the villager count here, there's 37 villagers on land against 54. So if you just take the water gameplay away from this, you can say the port's ahead. Even though the score says otherwise, we do have more military here on the field from Rohbrot, because he sent also Nizams, more Spahi coming through. I think he sent the church card. All the church cards has been sent, the Nizams, the Bombards, and the Spahi. He's on 11 Spahi right now. And he has 1 minute time to start this match. Port's now getting some dragoons here. He also sent Order of Avis, which is dragoons now have increased the range and line of sight. That's 4 range more. That's in 4 more line of sight. So basically they can shoot from further away, and that's going to really help against those Spahi. But you do need to have them into a considerable amount. They're also age 3 dragoons because they're veteran, so that's quite expensive. Upgrade there with 150 wood with 27 seconds on the clock for this treaty to start. We have 4 bombarders in the field, more dragoons being produced. He's ready to revolt. Ottomans, he's already on 5 bombards. He can still send 2 bombards. He might save the shipment for age 4, sending the villagers forward. He's going to the revolt. He's revolting with the Egypt. The bombards are getting close to each other, and then the fight has started easy, and they're not ready for this. Nice volley here from
Revolt into Brazil.
yeah, Brazil. It's a lot of dragons. I don't know if sending the Spahi forward would be a good thing. This is
Those heavy cannons are completely out of position, though.
look at the bombards actually killing all those revolutionaries in every single volley that goes through. Those
Look at the
revolutionaries
damage.
cannot stand this. But he sacrificed to Spahi, you know. Maybe he's thinking for the heavies, because now he has the artillery advantage, and against Brazil is not a bad thing.
Oh,
He's on
another
6
two
bombards
coming in.
He hasn't lost a single bombard here. Easy. That's really good for him. He also has this Kivit Fusiliers. They have 180 HP in comparison to revolutionaries that have only 100 HP. Even the dragoons cannot stand this fire. We do have now they become independence dragoons. Whoa! Look at that! Everything just melted.
Oh, that one volley was insane. Another 5, another 6. There goes the heavy cannon. The Nizams are cleaning everything up.
And now he's starting getting Mamelukes for every shipment that he gets. He sent, I think, more revolutionaries, and he gets a Mameluke on top of that. That Mameluke is going to be really clutch. But Portuguese does have the lot of dragoons still in the field. We do have a pop coming through from the town center, but we're going to be one less town center now, since that's going to go down right now. And yeah, we already started sieging the second town center. That's going to be the second town center down from ErwTann. It's going to be really hard for him. Look at the dragoon. The dragoons working on that Mameluke with these second town centers down. That's looking really saucy here for Rohbrot.
1 TC down, 2 TC down. All he has is dragoons. He's got 2 heavy cannons, but against what's that? 3, 4, 6 bombards. It's not going to be enough.
Look at this. More reinforcements of bombards. That's 8 bombards here. Even the dragoon's gonna melt against this. None of these players actually went for coverings. Gosh, I think he's like locked on. Oh, he cancels it. And the heavies are trying to fight the bombards, but the bombards have a lot of much more HP than actually the bombards do. And look at this, like they just melt even the cav at this point. There's so many units for Rohbrot. He's looking pretty saucy here.
Look at the damage. Okay, that was a nice shot from the heavy cannon. But it's not going to be enough. Ooh. Oh, the damage is insane.
Okay, Brazil went for... Yeah, he went for Gatling guns, but that was too late. Rohbrot bringing Ottomans into play. I told you, like, the bombards could be a good thing. He actually made very good use of the Nizams, and I was a bit skeptical of not having any coverings in the field, but if you actually manage to have a bigger amount of great bombards, which it normally does happen because you do have so many shipments, you have 2 bombard shipments, you have 3 bombards from the church, plus you also, both of them was getting like heavies from the factories early on, and I think just bombards just do better on the artillery fight. Without any coverings, it became really hard for Brazil here. I think Brazil had to have like at least 8 coverings. Imagine how different that would be. He still need the dragoons. I guess there's so many investment. It would be really hard for him to produce all of this, but I think that's the only way. And I miss if there's any other gameplay as well. Rohbrot also taking him down the water with the frigate, and that probably sealed the deal. They had a lot of water fight here that we lost. He has only 8 boats here. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and sisters, comrades, hermanos, let's go. We are ready. This is game 2 between Rohbrot and Le Inquisitor ErwTann. So on the right side of the map, we have playing as red. We have the Portuguese here. This is a very good Portuguese map. So it's a very good map to be playing Portugal because of the water gameplay and ports actually being known to be very strong on water. We also have seen Julian K playing this Portugal here, so it just might be that good. We do have on the left but I want to say left side of the map, pardon my French, we do have us Dutch and the yellow color ErwTann here playing the Dutch. The Dutch is a very interesting choice, and look at this as well. Easy, it's a very small space for for retreat. Can you see that the circle is so small? What is the yellow
yeah.
circle? Okay, I'm still on ports. 1 sec. Sorry. Look at this yellow marker. See how hard it is to build. This is a very tricky map to play here. We do have this kind of shape of like maybe like the Poseidon's lands here. So you do have this kind of peninsula right down the middle of the map with the trade line. We also have here the Hanover allies. It's quite they can never get this. Don't have access to this until the revolt starts, but they do have access to the windmill as well, and the initial windmill that gives 1 foot per second for both of these players, but they are contrived to this very small space here, so they have to be very considerate of what kind of things you're going to build. The more buildings you have, the less space you're going to have, especially for ports, because they have so many town centers to place everywhere. So it's a very, very peculiar kind of map to play, don't you think?
Oh yes, and it already looks at like Rohbrot sending his first card, which is schooners, so he's going to want to be doing some water boom, and it looks like Dutch going for 3 merchants. So it seems that one's going to want to invest on water, the other one's going to invest on land.
Look at his deck. What do you think about it?
On Dutch's or Portugal's?
Look, this is Dutch.
Let's see. Ooh, lots of economy, lots of heavy 4 cards. H2 and H4. Looks
Look
like
at
he's going
this.
to just want to rush to H4.
He got the wheeling deck. Do you think he's going to be able to send this? That could be quite good against Portugal. Portugal might come with ironclads. That's when they revolt. So this things, I think, control on the water are going to be important. We're actually investing 1,500 resources into this, because you can have this instead of, if you want to just play a little bit more defensive, you put out these massive boats, you do some frigates yourself. You can sort of secure and try to defend water and let the opponent pushes you. And if you put like a boat over here, how can you push this? You have to go all the way from the back here, right? And then once you try to cross here, you're gonna get shot at. So you're gonna have to deal with water. So that's another way you can think about this map. That's are you gonna play offensively or are you gonna play defensively? And if your opponent is too defensive, you can also, if you control the water, you can put your units inside the boats, go around their base, pop everything here, and then boom, you're taking control of the other base as well. So that's something to consider. We have Dutch aging up with the quartermaster. I just talking about his deck. Also, he has a lot of other mercs here. We have the Holy Roman Army. They can hire 7 Jaegers, Black Riders, and Landsknecht. And also I think this Hanover allies. What is this? This is the Mounted Rifleman. 7 Mounted Riflemen. And
those are the ones you can demount, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they become skirmishers. That's it. Easy's right on top of this.
He's got 3 little bombard card for 2,000. But I do have to say, this Willem, this battleship, the fact that you can detonate it, if that battleship takes severe damage, well, you kamikaze it and you can take some stuff down with it. Which is a very interesting mechanic.
Very nice. So if it gets destroyed, it will explode and do damage to its surroundings. That's the Portuguese deck. We have the schooners, and you have 700 wood already shipped. We also has rendering plant. Also has the Portuguese white fleet, which each dock will spawn 4 boats. That's a very interesting one to have in that as well. We do not have what's the name of that card for the upgrade for the Gatling guns, but not Gatling guns, for the organ guns. He doesn't have that one. That could be a.
It doesn't look like he has it. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, we haven't seen, like, maybe when it comes to revolts, maybe the organs are not so interesting as I thought they would be. But look, he has a monitor. As the only water shipment that he can send is a monitor, and then as an infinite card. But let's see what he's gonna go for. We have a couple options for Brazil. I want to see what he's actually gonna try to take. Rohbrot's gonna try to take control of this windmill here. The thing is, if he moves away and then Inquisitor comes over and sits over here, he loses that mill. You know what I mean? Like, and he still has this mill here as well he can go for.
Very risky, but now that mill gives him 1 food a second, and compared to a villager right now that's producing a lot more than one villager. So he's generally added one villager on food to his economy. And it does look like he's up to 10 fishing boats on the water. He's got the rendering plant. He is just booming on the water.
So this one was got the food and coin. So it's pretty much like refrigeration and the other one. What's the other one? This one. Royal meats together for water, which is pretty good. And I think this one produces boats faster, so they come 30% faster, their build time, and they cost 20 less wood. So both players have this. We have 16 boats. No, actually, sorry, Dutch does not. Dutch does not. My bad. So Dutch is on his 5th bank right now.
That's getting his 5th bank just before the 7-minute mark. He's up to 20 villagers. Looks like he's also investing heavily in his economy, which is good to see. And yeah, even though scores look slightly different, almost a 2K lead for Inquisitor, it looks like Rohbrot's economy is just going to start popping off soon.
Yeah, I know. I think land economy is better, but at the long term, I think especially because if you control water, you can pretty much destroy all these banks for free, and you can have the transportation. You can just pretty much teleport your units over here and destroy all his economy in the land. So it's a very risky move not going for water. Maybe at some point ErwTann might drop some dock here just to do some naval battleships. We are yet to see what his plan is to counter Rohbrot's water. Rohbrot leaves the one for going for the second meal, but he will lose the meal now. ErwTann actually has 3 meals now. And if he just sits over here, he's going to be on top of this meal economy a little bit. Every little bit counts. However, maybe Rohbrot wants the experience of killing the treasure guardians, and maybe that's why he's going for that. But he's working out for ErwTann because he's going to have the extra food that he needs. But he's leaving as well.
And Dutch is also aged up, so now they're age 3 compared to Rohbrot, who's still in age 2. And he's still heavily producing villagers and fishing boats. Almost going to click up the age 3 button. But looks like Dutch might be running away with this game on the land.
But he's on 21 boats. Inland, they have 22. And all 22 of these babies are gathering wood. Like, he's heavy on water, man. Like, we haven't seen before. I think Julian, for the whole duration of the game, went for 24 boats. I wonder how many robots gonna go for into this one. We are getting now also log room, preceded by the steel traps, the marked upgrades there. The House of Hanover, what do they give us? They have a ship, a number of the Tokenkopf Hussars, which I really don't like this kind of deck. This one immediately sends a random card in the deck, which is pretty nice. This one enables drummers to plant an inspiring flag that boosts nearby unit morale. When the flag is implanted, one English, Scottish, and an Irish mercenary is spawned as well. And also you can go to age 5 with quite a lot of resources. What? Why so expensive? Oh, you can go straight to age 5.
Dutch is already going halfway done age 4, and he's aging up with the Tycoon, whereas Rohbrot just got to age 3, and he's still focusing on his villager economy.
What happens if you revolt easy and then you send this card in? And you go to age 5? Would that work? That could be something really crazy, man. That would be interesting. I don't know if it would be worth it because you would have an economy behind, but you can't research that if you revolt. I slow pitch just bring up the knowledge, so it's not viable. It's not available once you revolt. You lose that opportunity. So you have the Tycoon, that's the coin. We also have dropped an arsenal. Boat production has stopped. We are 4 minutes away for the end of the treaty. 31 boats. That's already 7 more boats than Julian did. Like, he really hammered this, and actually it's gonna pay out for him a little bit more because Inquisitor is not on water. So he's gonna have all the fish is still gonna be available for him. All the food, 2 more whales. So that's not bad for ports. The score is actually in favor of the Dutch. The Dutch is in H4 already. They already sent the mercantilism. The second factor is on the way. Another shipment is available. And imagine if he sends this thing here. It actually might be available too. But he's gonna need a lot of wood here. I wonder if he's gonna put his factors on wood. Easy. And also he also got this other windmill as well on top. So he's on sitting on four foot per second just out of the mills. That's not bad. A good trickle right there.
That looks like Dutch. I mean, scores are very close, even though Dutch is an H4. Rohbrot will most likely catch up. He's on 72 villagers for Portugal, whereas Dutch is only on 26. So Dutch has decided to go for a fast H4, whereas Rohbrot has decided more to focus on pumping out his economy. And he's also Rohbrot's producing 5 culverins, so he's probably going to be expecting some heavy cannons to be pumped out soon. He's anticipating this.
He's getting the factors on the wood first. I think he needs to think of his revolt. The 1,000 wood will just come. Oh, actually, that's chopping as well now. And look at this. He can actually make from the. How's this building name again? Because it's all every civilization has a different name. The Dancing Dutchman, and there is a tavern. So out of the tavern, he can actually make inquisitors. So imagine if Inquisitor goes and do inquisitors. Huh.
That would be interesting to see. He's got Inquisitor, he's got Highwayman, he's got the Napoleon gun, he's got Cannoneers, and he's got the Pandors. Pandors are really interesting skirmishers.
Yeah, and also you can upgrade them as well. You get 20% more HP, and they build 50% faster because you can only have one tavern, if you're not aware. No arsenal for him? Does he has an arsenal? Can't see it.
Yep, he's not an arsenal. He's got an artillery foundry, and he's building 5 culverins now. He's got 2 heavy cannons, so it looks like he's focusing on his artillery.
He's sending this. It's gonna give him 3 little bombards as well. Easy. 2,000 coin. 3 little bombards. 3 of them. That's huge.
He still has less than 2 minutes before he has to revolt. So he's going to want to squeeze in these little bombards, squeeze in as much culverins as he can. And I'm curious to see what he's going to revolt to. It's going to be South Africa.
No, South Africa is banned. And Argentina.
So he's got Indonesia, Brazil, and he's got United States to revolt to then, eh?
Yeah, I think so. I think USA is a very good candidate here. We do have no water contesting from the Inquisitor, so he's gonna go fully on land. He does have 5 curving royales. Ports, we kind of lost track of ports, but we do have also 5 curving royales for him as well. We do have the resources to revolt. We are still on 31 boats. The church is over there. He also got the line of sight for buildings or for units. This is for buildings, no? Yeah, this is for buildings. You got the units, line of sight. No battleships or any military like frigates and stuff like that. He does have a shipment. He's saving, and we have 17 seconds to the start of the game. We're starting some commotion here. We have the Legionario Musketeers and that revolt. The revolt's coming through. That's Colombia. I think that's the same revolt we saw Julian do. These musketeers are pretty strong. They have 21 melee damage, and they have 263 HP, especially if you get the arsenal upgrade for I think he did already. But this is countering rifle is for do more damage. For musketeers they do more damage, but I think that he did the other one. Is it counter? I don't know what's the name of the other one, but he increased the damage of your melee, so he increased multipliers or something like that. Your hand attack gets better. So if he has a lot of cav, this guy's going to be able to deal with them. Have 81 of them. Look at the water. He also gets 2 ironclads, so that's going to help defend water. and he'll be able to push now into these banks, and it's at least gonna get 2 banks here for free. We do have USA on the other side. We are shipping now Meyer Hussars. What is it? No, that's
Oh,
Grenadiers.
he's shipping the Grenadiers. That's an
15
interesting
grants.
choice.
So we
So
have. Go
he's
on.
anticipating a lot of revolutionaries. So those Grenadiers with their splash damage are going to be extra deadly towards those revolutionaries.
This guy's
Oh
cost
no!
3 pop space.
He has Independence Guard. That's these guys are quite good. 263 HP, and with the Grand Columbia card that he just sent, 51 attack damage at 12 range.
Look at this. We find the ironclads going for the banks. We do have a fort that was built over there. But he has a lot of artillery here. He has 5 recovery royales. He will be able to take those ironclads just with the coverings. The heavy cannons are coming from defense. Lost his first bank though. He has no villagers to rebuild them. Even though he could actually buy another bank, unfortunately he's not gonna be able to. He also has 6 banks right now, and it feels like the longer it goes, I would say normally would go well for the Dutch because of the banks. However, because of water, it's pretty much fair point here. It's fair game from both of these, don't you think?
Look at the score, like 200
Wow.
point difference. So close in score. This game is neck and neck. It's going to turn out to be one big battle that's going to probably decide this.
Bolivar 1500 HP. Look at what the fuck? His crack shot is 5000. He can crack shot pretty much in Mameluke. That's insane. In his heavy hand attack, if you put this my guy in melee, he will one-shot units. He will one-shot units easy. Look at this.
5,000.
Every shot this explorer hits something, he will kill. Actually, not losing this explorer is pretty huge. You gotta put them in the back. Look at that shot, the crack shot. Damn, that was huge. That's insane.
Instantly kill the envoy. Resecures the windmill. He's pumping out a lot more heavy cannons now. Those ironclads are still being a menace. And it seems
the
that
ironclads, they're here. But the covering is gonna get them out of position. And they are made of item, but they cannot withstand the coverings here. However, ErwTann is coming with his mighty army to defend it. And his coverings are out of position, so he might actually get some free volleys if it's not. Inquisitor is not ready for this.
Playing it so dangerous with those ironclads, just keeping outside of the line of sight of those culverins, slowly pushing in with his artillery.
Look, he's sending the battleship.
Those are the fireworks.
Oh, but they're going forward. The cannons did not get a lock on. Another set of ironclads. Instantly, once goes down, but the fight's gonna start. The coverage needs to fight now into the artillery war.
3 ironclads down already.
His coverage is gonna focus on their coverings, and he's not using his resources to make more coves, which he can afford it because he's Dutch. There's a lot of coin.
And the USA army is melting. Those ironclads do get taken down. It's 2 culverins compared to 3 culverins.
Yeah, the thing with Rohbrot, he lost the artillery, the covering war, right? But he has the superior infantry at the moment. But we are coming out strong here with the blue guards from USA. Look at these babies. There are 30 blue guards. They have 225 HP and 19 damage in comparison with the 338. So these Imperial Independence guards are just better. Almost like twice as better of those musks there. But that gives him volume. Does give him a mass that he's so desperately needed. He actually managed to take the ironclads as well, which was pretty good for him. Especially because Rohbrot sent his second batch of ironclads. And he has the resource to do more coverings. Look at this. He's sending this guy here. Sends Nox Continental Artillery. Sends some powerful artillery, improves artillery hit points, and train prime particular coverings. So if we compare these babies, it's 350. These are 406. They do 50 damage. These babies do. Whoops, I can't see. 50 as well. So how are they improved?
Their training time, I believe it was improved, so they come out 10% faster. But he definitely has way more culverins now than Rohbrot.
And Robot is
7
sitting.
culverins compared to 3 culverins. So Rohbrot does have a lot of heavy cannons, and he does have the infantry mass to combat this. Oh,
Gonna lose all the coverings. The heavy is actually gonna be able to target those musketeers. And look at the volley taking all the infantry there. I have lock on easy. That's gonna be a bowling ball here. Whoa! Strike!
oh,
That's
what
huge,
a
man. That's
massacre.
huge. But that look at the artillery from USA as well. This pretty crazy, man. Taking down the second native here that he lost. We have I don't know, man, how many coverings we have here. That's insane. 7 coverings. He still has the 3 little bombards and 5 heavies. Rohbrot sitting on the 9 heavy cannons and 4 cubs. That's pretty crazy. And he's getting shot by the fort here. And he has
Those fishing
access to
boats have gone way too close.
to all the whales. Yes, correct. I think you should go over here. There's a lot of fish over here, and it's going to be uncontested. Okay, man, that's a lot of artillery for this game.
USA feels very confident to push out now. Inquisitor feels that he's got a lot more control. Let's see how this plays out.
Look at his resources, man.
Oh, he's
know.
sending Irish immigrants as well.
Look at
So
this.
he's gonna
This
wanna...
improvement cannot be researched after revolting. So slow pitch with the knowledge, bringing it home. And the Explorer is still alive. Sharpshooter attack of 1462. Crack shot. There we go. Now it sounds more reasonable. I think it's when you get closer to your units. I think that's things happens. More fighting happening over here. Well, this musketeer is so closing together. It's so scary. More ironclads.
It looks like 3 more ironclads were sent. So Rohbrot's culverins do get taken down again.
You see, these coverings don't mix with the other ones because they're pretty much different. I think these ones were sent before. When you double click on them, see that they don't get all highlighted. Even if I click on this has 378. This has 406, so they have more HP. But they have the same damage. This one
same
has
damage, same range,
same resist. What is that? They're faster? Because they're doing drag down together, they move at the same speed. We have 3 ironclads here for Colombia. We are sending now Cavalry Cuirass. Are we going to be seeing some cab switch? Can he send cab here? Look at the resources from Colombia, man. He's seeing a lot of food here. He's still making more artillery. He just needs coin here. He needs coverings, don't you think? How he's gonna deal with a massive coverings pushing his base? 7 covering royales. That's quite a lot, man.
He does have the monitor, so that's going to be able to do some damage, but all it takes is 1 shot from that culverin mass, and that monitor is just going to go bye-bye.
But they have 2 more range than the coverings, so they can pretty much snipe them, but they don't... Oh, I got into range of the coverings! No!
That's what we were just worried about. But he does feel like he has the mass.
Have a massive push here. Go on. Oh boy.
Oh, here come the heavies. Ooh, instantly focusing Inquisitor's heavy artillery. He's just completely avoiding the culverins now and deciding to go and deal the damage. Oh, this is going to be a close battle. It looks like Colombia just came out on top.
Yeah, the water here with the clads and another monitor that he produced there, and actually sacrificing the cannons to actually take the coverings kind of paid out because he has a superior musketeer, right? What does USA do now? He's sending citizens, so he's able to make more villagers. What is that? Is that something that he sent or he's sending?
No, that's from the natives. It's the big button. I believe it
but
stuns.
it's like a skill. It's like an Age of Mythology kind of thing.
Yeah, it just does a little light stun. It would have been good to have in that battle, I think, but it seems that it wasn't on his mind. But it looks like Colombia is feeling more confident, wanting to retake the map, wanting to push out. But it's anyone's game still at this point.
He got citizenship. He has some food still available. He's going
He's not
for
trading
Red
any builds.
Lancers.
Looking like he's wanting to do a cav switch, which would be quite smart, even though these musketeers are powerful. Those red lancers are not to be messed with.
And look at this guy is working on 1.75 food here still available for him, but on the rendering plant they got 85 here on coin. He still has 17 boats, still gathering resources. Now taking back control of the windmills. Colombia is producing musketeers like no tomorrow, and he's already on 83 Independence Guards musketeers. And
The Cauldron
culverins.
takes down the monitors.
It's gonna take the ironclads as well if he's not careful.
It does look like Rohbrot's investment into the water is paying off, but once again, those culverins are just getting some excellent shots on his warships.
5 heavy cannons here, finally taking down the natives from ErwTann. But we do have 5 heavies here. We can do quite a lot of damage. We have 7 covering royales, but he I don't know, maybe he should be making things like horse artillery or something like that. He has quite a lot of coverings. Rohbrot on the other hand is shipping improved warships. So he actually want to take water control, and he can no longer send ironclads. What else can he send? He can send citizenship and start getting. I don't think that's going to be good for him at this point. Maybe 4 Gatling guns might be better. He also sent this card here. The Colombian army that enables imperial upgrades for the gunpowders in their barracks to be researched, greatly reduce its cost. And you have another engagement to hit a good volley here from ErwTann.
Those musketeers went too far forward. The red lancers are trying to close in, but got repelled. Oh, look at the damage. There's bodies flying everywhere.
That's a great engagement here for USA, not gonna lie. I mean, he needed a little bit of advantage. He is a little bit behind. We're having some cannoneers that they're gonna do great damage here against these musketeers. But the artillery war is gonna be crazy. Both of these guys have a lot of heavy cannons. However, USA does have more coverings. But can he stop that big mass? You know, if that thing actually get in contact with everything, it would be quite a big problem for Colombia. And look at this. It's going for the TP upgrade. That's huge.
Stagecoach.
That's huge. That really does help. And is he getting villagers back? No, he's not. But he's exploded. There we go. He's taking that TP. That TP does not get into the same route of, because it's a zigzag form. As you can see, the big road here. And don't forget that exploder does a lot of damage. I think they have to be. I think this might be not the same exploder that we had before. That's it.
Yep, it's still the same.
Is it the same? Maybe they have to be close to their army for that to actually have more effect. But this game is longer than I expected to go.
Ooh, those red lancers do get cleaned up. They went way too close to the mass of musketeers, but it looks like Rohbrot does have some cavalry of his own.
Yeah, he has some metal stradiots. Is he making that out of any tavern? No, it's not.
That might have been a card he sent.
Where? This one.
Let's see. The one in the second age, maybe. No, that's cattle drivers. No, he must have gotten them from the tavern then.
He doesn't have a tavern. Colombia gets a merc card. That's the national hero there. The Simon Bolivar. But the Simon Bolivar is not the same as this guy. This guy is not Simon Bolivar. I think it is. It doesn't get. See, this is on the Albuquerque. So Don't Salivar died in the field, I think.
No, what? Did he get taken down?
I think so. Oh no, there he is. He's there.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's an Irish
no,
Brigadier.
that's Irish.
So he died in the field, but I think.
Oof, oof. Those heavy cannons are just. I know Bolivar is right there. He still has Bolivar. Almaty's are closing in. Oh, now the heavy cannons from Rohbrot are putting their pressure on. Rohbrot feels like he has the mass to push into USA. Culverins are taking a lot of those heavy cannons down.
There's a lot of heavies still from USA, and that's going to be able to clear these musketeers. Look at this.
Oh,
And the Coverings
the
did great war on
brutality.
the. Oh my gosh, I don't even know who's winning anymore. This is still anybody's game, man. This is super balanced.
Oh,
We have more Coverings as well coming through. The musketeer, I think USA come on top somehow, but I think Colombia has a good economy behind of this because he also has the TP line. He has more experience. He's making musks, I assume. No, he's sending 16 musks. There we go.
the Ironclads are trying to come and support from the rear, but that Culverin is just doing so much damage. And the heavy cannons. There's the second one going down. He's trying to support with two heavy cannons as well. He does take down that Culverin. I mean, and now both are just left with artillery. Both have heavy cannons.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
look at
started
that.
making villagers. Where are they? There they are. He has 17 villagers and 4 citizen wagons, which is pretty much like the
German settlers.
German settlers. How did he got the settler wagons?
Right next to it. Second age, right next to that card you were on. Oh, no, that's Knox's. Let's see. Did some Irish Brigadiers, Lee's cavalry. Oh, how did he get those wagons? Oh, there you go. Yep, it came with the European immigrants. That card right next to it.
This one, 4 settler wagons, 6 villagers, and 4 settler wagons. So actually going for the economy back, really paying out to him. Now we got some Prussian Uhlans as well on the field. With also, oh my gosh, I lost control of the camera. The Meyer Hussars from Colombia. Colombia got actually more musketeers. Now we have coverings as well from Colombia. That could change things. Had he had those coverings early on, I think that would be a little bit better. The heavy is still going to do great damage against this cavalry. Colombia does not have villagers yet. That's starting switching the game for USA because of the villagers. So that could be quite interesting to see how this is going to go. We have another war here. Oh, that's going to really hurt his micro. The cab is right on the pathing. It's going to go due to the artillery war at the end of the game.
Now, Rohbrot's Culverins clean up Inquisitors' artillery mass, and he has the infantry mass to back it up. But those Lee's carbon cavalry are a little bit out of position.
Yeah, they are guard. And look at this, man. The TP line as well. ErwTann managed to take one down as well, the one that was upgraded. This also got a meal. This one is not upgraded yet. The other route. His explorer is down over there. And he's coming. Colombia's coming through now. He's gonna have a massive push with 45 musketeers. He has 5 covs and a heavy. On this other side here, we do already have 3 heavies and 3 covers. He can stop this, but how are you gonna deal with the musketeers? It's gonna
Those
become.
heavy cannons have to get some lucky shots. Ooh, one barracks almost being taken down. It's got skirmishers. That will help.
Look at this. I think he sees it. He saw the downer, the hunts that are down here, and he's going for a small raid at the same time. Decides to back out here. He needs to push, I assume. Like Colombia needs to make a play. He does have the superiority of coverings. Have a nice volley. Didn't lose a covering. What are those units? They're carbine. The same units. Yeah, they have is pushing the villagers back a little bit. That's pretty good for Colombia. Another shot with the coverings and taking some. I don't know if he took a covering or not, but now we have twice as many coverings for Colombia.
4 culverins to 2 culverins. Both still have their heavy cannons, but it does look like Rohbrot's infantry mass is a lot more scarier.
Yes, they are, and he's pushing this forward base, but he has a USA use a lot of resources right now. He pretty much out of res. So the only income so far now is coming from the banks. But be aware, he only has 5 banks. He's remaking those banks. He lost those 2 banks over there. So he's not remaking them. He just has 5 because he lost 2 of them. He has another bank down south here. Losing the settler wagons here. 4 settler wagons picked up by Colombia. That's pretty good for Rohbrot.
And a bank. But look at those culverins out of nowhere. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 7 culverins have appeared for Inquisitors, so he's feeling more confident to push forward.
I think he
Who's going
sold
to get
his
the shot
food to
off?
get more of them easy. He had like 4,000 food.
Oh,
Look
there
at
comes the
this.
shot. Oh,
Whoa. Blinding
perfectly
them and taking them
timed.
down. The big play here. Big button from ErwTann. Managed to blind the coverings. And now he actually has the artillery advantage. And then if Colombia pushes here, he's gonna lose those heavies. He's backing out. What a play, man. Managed to survive,
Wow.
buying himself some time. Well, that was
Perfectly used big button. That would have made Lionheart proud any day of the week.
yeah, that was funny, man. ErwTann is trying to survive, trying to keep push Rohbrot back here, and it is working. This game is neck to neck. We're 37 minutes into this game, and this game is as balanced as it can be. Colombia now. What else
There's
he can
1,000
send?
score difference, or less than 1,000 score difference. It's neck and neck. We're getting to the point that both economies are getting pretty starved. So they're just relying on TPs, they're relying on their factories. Both factories for Rohbrot are on wood as well. He switched off the heavy cannons. Those 2 culverins do get a nice shot off, but they got to back up real quick.
He disassembled them a bit too early when they actually got the first shot, so they're supposed to be moved forward and then disassemble and kill those 2 coverings. Because he didn't do that, he just right click and then he lost the range.
Nice dodge though. The culverins do still stay alive, but now the heavy cannons are... Oh, they got a lock on, taking 4, 5 musketeers down, and more culverins have appeared for Rohbrot, so it's going to be another big battle.
Ooh la la.
That's a lot of damage.
And now he's pushing USA back, but there's some more reinforcements of coverings from USA. But USA's economy is getting better because he's making villagers, so he's coming back into the game. And what Rohbrot has to send citizenship, I think. No, but he's sending
So
16. He's sending 16 musketeers, and he still has a great income because of the TP and because of he has 8 boats. How many boats? 16 boats, man. That's quite a lot actually. Yeah, 16
but
boats
they're all
on
on
whales.
whales.
Right, but that's 16 times 85. That's a good investment. He got 123 coin per minute.
I
I don't
feel
know.
like he needs to really focus on producing villagers. I mean, both armies are pretty much tied when it comes to military right now. Both are producing good heavy artillery and counter heavy artillery. It does look like Rohbrot has a little bit better in mass with regards to those musketeers, but all it takes is a couple of volleys from USA's heavy cannons, and that mass will be gone quite quick.
These are quicker guns. 5 petards and 2 depots. 15 state militia. That's not great. As our militiamen become Lexington Minutemen, who retain 80% of the hit points and can now be called from outposts and forts, and send 16 of them. This is American patriotism. Unique American unit shipments and units are enabled by arriving faster and train faster. Like a flag, right? Oh, that's this one. The Pennsylvania long rifles. The Pennsylvania long rifles increases the range of several units armed with rifles. That's pretty good, man. I like this one.
That's
But I
really
would
good.
send this. I would send Ironclads.
Yeah, it might be time for him to start retaking the water and pushing Rohbrot off the water.
Yeah, if he
Looks
takes
like
it, it takes him out of the water and takes the TP away from him, from Colombia, then Colombia is pretty much doomed.
yeah, he'll have very little economy to back up his military now. But like Rohbrot has just had complete control of the water this whole game, just uninterrupted. And I mean, you can see in the military mass that Colombia has just been able to keep on producing all of the losses that they've taken.
Correct. Especially because of the banks as well. And but their coverings are also better. But they are grouped together, and two of them go down.
Two,
Three, four.
four,
Oh my
five.
god, he's gonna lose all the coverings. Robots lose three of them, even though they're inferior. They just had a better position there. And
way better positioning.
Yeah.
Does get another one down. Some are still unpacking. Some are trying to creep forward.
They're so grouped in together. That's super scary. And I think
Now he feels confident to push in. Wants to get the snare.
Look at that. Artillery is
another
melting.
2 culverins down. 3 culverins down. 4 culverins down.
That's the time to push. That's robot window right here. And even though like USA is in this massive scary mess of 12 heavy cannons here, his muskets is pretty well grouped in together. You gotta be really careful as well. He's gonna take another heavy here with 3, but it's a very scary to push on into this many heavies. You do have the covering advantage here, but
Rohbrot smells the blood. He smells the blood and he wants to go right for the throat. But those culverins have just been produced.
They got a bit too close to the heavies. More culverins are coming here from USA. USA now sent this card here, which transforms all revolutionaries into regulars and improve their attacking hit points.
Oh no, it's Rohbrot's turn to lose a few culverins. He is focusing the heavy cannons. He hasn't noticed Inquisitors. He hasn't noticed Inquisitors culverins, but it looks like Rohbrot is willing to sacrifice his military just to get the kill, and it looks like it's paying off for him.
He has so many heavy cannons advantage right now, and with these guys alive, you'll be able to take those coverings. He's going for melee. He's actually seeing that here comes the guard token for hussars.
Looks like that's the native. I think that might be the natives.
Oh, it might be.
Oh,
Yes.
Look at that! The battleship
has arrived, but we have coverings left. We're gonna be able to take them down. And so all those, the heavies alone, we'll be able to take it down. Look at that. It's gonna be a one shot.
Oh!
And also drop that dock here. That was pretty good idea. After he done this a little bit earlier with the ironclads, it would have really helped because he's on many villagers and he's starting to transition as well. But Rohbrot didn't invest into citizenship. He used his economic advantage and sent in military so he can actually win the fight, play with the tempo that he wanted, and came on top. And it was an amazing game from bot. I actually expected this map to not last very long because of how water is so tricky in this particular case. They actually lasted way longer than expected, and it was an amazing game, back and forth multiple times. But Rohbrot takes the lead, takes the game from ErwTann, and actually advances to the semifinals.